and 50.
Gets the first tap clearly to Allison, who's straight through the centre. Allison's kick towards Longmire at full forward. He attacked it. Roberts was also there. Two of the four players have kicked so many goals this season. White's handball to Mainwaring. Great to see him back. Searles a quick one. Away from Longmire. Kicks the ball up the centre wing. Gets a rousing reception by this packed house and runs out of play.
Anthony Stevens, the tagger. He gets a job every week and plays particularly well. He's got the job on Matera on centre wing.
Wait for the throw in. Oshenko. Harding. Oshenko reaches over the top and gets it down. Worked forward. The high kick from German down towards half forward. Runs free behind. Waterman the first back. Oh, well done, McAdam. Goal coming up. McAdam runs in and kicks it from 15 metres.
Well, didn't he do that so easily, McAdam? But then again, that's a close sign of a good player. Things that come easily. And he just chopped it off. And Waterman went for the handball and just kept the ball running. And here it is. Carey, Jakovic, and here's Waterman buttering up. And they're cut out by McAdam. Could say fortunate, but then again, things are fortunate at this stage of the season for McAdam.
Well, he's a remarkable story, that young man. Back in the middle, Matera misses the ball. Stevens didn't. Knocked it down. Oshenko tries to slap it out. Sock it off the ground eventually by Romero. Down towards half forward. Taken by Carey to Archer. Inside the 50. Not a good kick. It wobbles down towards the kickoff line. Brennan grabs it. Boots it towards the outer side. Coming in strongly, Pike. Collided with Archer. Meantime, Waterman lays it off to Jakovic. Gets by Carey. This is Matera. Around Schloss. Boots it
there's a heavy Shepherd behind.
Going back, Blakey does very well.
It's Wilson and Stevens is going to... Now Matera's come in. Oh, I tell you, there's a lot of feeling out there and a lot of things happening behind play.
Well, another man with feeling tonight a bit lately as he kicks the ball into the centre square, playing against his old club. Lamb was there, getting a quick kick. Glenn Jakovic. Clappe got a bad bounce. McIntosh, who's got fairly tonight. McIntosh's left foot kicked to Sumich. Martin there going very high-heady. Was it a free kick off the ground? Sumich a goal. They've hit back West Coast. Scores a level, and a fight going on in the goal square. Langdon and Martin right at it here. Oh, they let loose for a moment there. Heady came in, and it'll simmer down in a moment. Crocker also amongst the action. There's a bit of feeling here tonight.
Well, I said that. It happened on centre wing. A real heavy shepherd was laid by Wilson on Stevens, and Stevens took after Wilson. And then come running in was Matera, because Wilson didn't see Stevens gunning for him, and Matera came in, laid a heavy shepherd, and then we see another one, Langdon and Martin in the goal square. We've got a game.
Back in the middle, Allison to Schloss, down towards right half forward, pitches in front of Longmire. Knocked out of there by Lamb. Mainwaring is looking for White. Longmire did very well. Mainwaring again, he's busy. Harding to Lamb from half back towards the wing.
Well done,
going back Oshenko. Strong mark. Free kick though. It's going to McIntosh.
Against Fairley.
Oshenko shrugs the shoulders. How was he to know? He was in front showing courage. McIntosh inside the 50. Missed by Scholl. Sumich. Romero dives on top of it. The ball's behind him. And it must be a bounce.
It's good to see Scholl running at the ball, prepared to leave Langdon and race at the ball.
So Langdon is back, having a bit to do on the forward line. McIntosh worth a kick down towards the pocket. Sumich in front of Martin, goes off the ground and kicks it out of bounds alongside the behind post.
Gee, Dennis, how lucky was Romero a moment ago with the Sumich attempted soccer off the ground, missed him by a whisker.
Very close, wasn't it? There's McIntosh and Fairley, body to body. McIntosh almost clean possession. Heady kicks it high in the air. It travels about 15 metres. Martin falls over the ball. Going through rather crudely was Langdon. Scholl is hurt. Matera ran into a dead end, and they don't come much stronger
behind
than that.
Between Scholl and Langdon.
And Scholl has every reason to be upset.
And here it is on replay. Watch Langdon. Scholl left the screen. Excuse me.
Yes.
No wonder Scholl's a bit upset. Here's Wilson from about 50 metres, so there's a lot in this match. Again, Langdon off the play with Scholl. First match back, Langdon in AFL this season. Goes short, Wilson for Lewis. And found a hole somewhere in that little gap.
Well, it was an interesting kick, wasn't it? Because he was covered, or apparently from where we were sitting, covered by two North Melbourne players. These players so good with the skill nowadays. The skill level very high.
Schenko and Worsfold just off the play again, having words to one another. Lewis, who seemingly ran into good form against Sydney, and he's kicked that superbly for a goal.
Well, a little bit of composure, apparent composure back in the West Coast.
We haven't got the all clear yet.
No,
no, there's a lot of byplay going on there. Now the umpire's running out to the centre. He's waiting for the all clear from the field.
Well, I've never seen that before.
well, here we go. In fact, Chris Mainwaring had to grab the umpire, the field umpire, to let him know that the goal umpire was asking for this. And there we are. It's a goal, official. Lewis did kick it.
Rowan Soers was down there adjudicating on the battle between Scholl and Langdon and forgot to give the all clear to the goal umpire, who had to run about 50 metres and track him up towards midfield. So everybody's under pressure to start. The Eagles lead by 6 points.
Eddie picking up German in the centre. Pike's on Schwash. And Lamb's got the job, or did have the job, on Rock.
Schwass is the key to getting it out of the middle. Here he is again. He's so adept at getting that ball. He's remarkable this season, but a free kick is going to the Eagles.
Oh, Worsfold and Ishenko in the centre of the ground. I think there might be a report. Well, there's a free kick going Worsfold's way. It's happening. It is happening here at the Wacker.
Good O'Don. There's McKenna on the wing, touches it down once. Kicks it inside the attacking 50. Sumic comes on the lead. It runs off his hands and goes out of bounds, and so does Hetty into the fence, and we'll have a throw in. I was making the point, I was watching the third term between Collingwood and North Melbourne, and Schwass was inspirational in that quarter, just digging it out of the middle all the time. McIntosh superbly done towards the kickoff line. Scholl goes back with him. Langdon. Scholl is going to get a free kick. Not sure what that was for. Quick whistle. The umpire wants to break that pair up. Oh, terrible kick straight to Matera. He's got it just outside the 50. It's a vacant goal square. He ignores that and goes in short to Pike.
Who's within kicking distance. Kick it from about 50. A little further out than Lewis a moment ago. Gee, Stevens will be disappointed. He made a lead on Matera there. He's got the job of tagging him. And Scholl's kick was straight down Matera's throat. It makes the tagger look bad. He's actually playing as an attacker at that moment. Pike gets pretty close to the man on the mark. Kicks it beautifully, though, for another one.
BP's research and testing often leaves an impression on our visitors.
4th floor, aviation fuel research. 7th floor, motorsport fuel and oil testing.
And we put this research to use in a very practical place. Your local BP service station.
Pizza for Ted King? Top floor.
Top floor, space research.
BP, on the move.
Well, after North got their first goal, West Coast has bounced back strongly. North Melbourne out of the centre. Ramiro Carey in the front spot. Will play on call. Now Matera from half back. Drop punt out to centre wing. Archer's there with Laidley and Wilson. And John Rogers on the boundary line has a report for us. John?
Yeah, Bruce, I think there's been 2 reports. I think Sumic and Martin have both been reported for those early on incidents. It'll be interesting to see at quarter time if I can confirm that.
Wilson, so some drama here. 2 high-profile players possibly reported in the first 15 minutes of this match. Matera inside to Lamb. Lamb's quick kick. Here are the 2 players in question. A punch away by Martin. On the bottom, Clapway going for goal. The hip and shoulder was, well, in the back team against Smith. Looked all right from here, didn't it?
Oh, I thought it was all right.
Might have been the man chasing, I think.
And now there's 50 metres.
Gee, North are just slightly off guard here, aren't they? They've lost a bit of balance after McAdam's goal. A bit of rough stuff. And suddenly West Coast has the initiative.
Well, certainly a heavy bump. Clapway can testify to that. It was handed out by Smith.
Well, he'll kick West Coast's 4th goal from the square, and does. And this is a flying start now for West Coast.
John Blakey, the job on Clapway. Ross Smith. Here is the incident. There's Clapway. Blakey chasing hard. Oh, that's the push.
Yep.
No, they were against Blakey. So apologies to Ross Smith.
Just over 17 minutes remaining then. And the West Coast Eagles getting a fly here at the Wacker. Schenko and Harding waiting for this ball to come back. Interesting, these two clubs have a very nocturnal history. Their last 7 meetings have been under lights, either at the MCG or the Wacker. They last met in the day game back in round 4 of 1989. Rucks go at it. Schenko to German, who boots it down inside the attacking 50. It pitches about 30 metres out from goal. Carey ran directly at White. Well picked up by Lamb. It was a fair hip and shoulder. Eddie's got it. And certainly the West Coast Eagles have settled better early. McIntosh at full stretch. Kicks into the man on the mark fairly. He controlled it well. Smith needs to hurry. He does towards centre half forward. They come from all directions. McKenna did brilliantly. Knocked it down to hit. He tries to go off the ground. German missed him. Schwass only as far as Jakovic. Back towards centre half forward. Timely fist to Schenko. Falls to Waterman, who boots it out wide. Langdon is outnumbered. They're very anxious to get him. Scholl found a yard. Langdon found the ball. It's out of bounds now and will be thrown in. So a faltering start by North. And if you look back over their record this season, the first quarter undoubtedly, normally, their most productive. They average 40 points per quarter over the season. This is Lamb towards the pocket. Bounces out of bounds.
So doing well early, Lamb. He's got the job on rock and he's creating. He's running off rock.
4 kicks for Lamb in the first 10 minutes. Rock quieter than that. Langdon comes in from the side. With him, Scholl gets a quick kick away. Trying to trap at Pike. Wilson over the top of it. Tackle on him was pretty good. And out of play. Tackle coming from Craig Scholl. Laidley and Langdon on screen. So Langdon's already made his presence felt. Must have been itching to play. Just bursting to get back into the AFL. Laidley, Scholl, who probably went the wrong way. Made the wrong option. Clappe's handball. Kick by Waterman. And he's missed altogether. So that's out on the full. A bit of a let-off for North Melbourne. But they trail by 18 points. We're looking at the top team in the competition against the second. It would take, well, probably an imagination that not even Don would be capable of to get West Coast at the top of the ladder tonight. They're too far behind in terms of percentage, but a win tonight would draw them up level in match ratio and points. Lamb again, 5th kick, quick one. Tap forward by Clappe. Smith trying to go onto it. McIntosh well played. He's had a brilliant start. Lewis, an excellent pickup. Left foot for goal. His second.
When life gives you an unlucky break, there's a bank that can help you out. A bank with mortgages so flexible, we can adjust payments if need be. Till you're back on your feet again. Which bank can adjust mortgage repayments? The Home Loan Bank.
Marvellous, fearless play by McIntosh, setting up that goal. German crashes in, wins the ball. They're doing well out of the centre square, North. The kick inside the 50 once more. Longmire quickly to Roberts. The hurried kick wobbles down towards the pocket. Carey, well tackled down there by Brennan. Socket off the ground by McKenna, out of bounds on the full. And the kick will be taken down there by Allison, who was quick to grab the ball intelligently because he's a left footer from this pocket. Important kick, this one. North needing a goal. Allison chips away. It's close. He may have missed to the near side. He has. The first behind after 6 goals, 5 of them for the West Coast Eagles. It's 1-1 to 5 straight, and a lull over the WACA ground, which is absolutely packed tonight. Glorious night for footy. Hardly any breeze. Brennan assesses the options and drives it towards the outer side. Carey is out there. Knocked on though by Harding. Well done by Stevens. And again, great evasion on the outer side. A very high kick back inside the 50. White has to wait. Longmire almost the mark. Archer fell over, dives after it. In there was Worsfold, shovels it out. Romero kept his head pretty well. Brennan goes to ground. It's out of bounds.
Well, this famous West Coast defence, and it is a famous one, have been mean for a long period now, and they're standing up to North Melbourne in the early part of this match. Throw in with Harding and Ashenko, missed by Archer. Pike's handball was a good one. Streaming through Worsfold, up over centre towards McIntosh, who's been the problem for North early. Smith got a favourable bounce, used Laidley. Wilson to try and run him down. Laidley around his body. Ramiro put his hand up to try and shield the lights. McKenna did very well to recover. Has a bit of time. Left-hand handball to Lewis. He went without the footy. His handball by Rock was okay. Stevens' quick kick to centre half forward. Worsfold at the back along with Harding. Centre square off the ground by Waterman. Well played North Melbourne in defence by Fairley. Heady's handball missing the target. North Melbourne with an opportunity.
This is Roberts alongside the centre circle. A high one down towards centre half forward. Carey in from the side. That's a mark.
And Ramiro's gone off the ground. Ramiro's gone off after he put his hands to his eyes to shield the light from his eyes out on centre wing. Here it is. And he's gone off the ground and he copped a hard one from McKenna. And I think he turned an ankle when he went down. Just can't pick up his replacement. I think it was Clarkson who came on.
Wayne Carey, the skipper. His best goal tally this season, 7 against Melbourne in round 4. It's close. It's good. Archer over the top. Good grab. Improving player, Glenn Archer. All go. Centering kick. Twisted away by Worsfold. Schwass, hacked out of mid-air Jakovic. Schwass does well. He's got the ball forward of the centre line. Goes long back towards full forward. Archer in from the side. Always his ball. He had the run on the pack. He's got this one about 20 metres out.
Still a bit of feeling in this game. Larkin came on to replace Ramiro, and just when Swash got the ball there, you can see on left of screen just the camera panning past Worsfold and Larkin as Archer takes a great mark. So some big jobs to do this year up on the back line, Archer, for a youngster.
North looking better now. Archer sneaks it through.